Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Devin and I are starting once again, Aeon Trespass Odyssey.
Or the white box.
Or, yeah, just the sheer white box. Yeah, I think it does have a design on it.
Yes.
But boy, did they do everything in their power to not show it. Like,
it's gonna catch
it's just so funny how they were like,
we're not KDM. See, we're white.
Yeah, it's like we're not KDM. It's like a lot because there's a difference of like plagiarism or homage. Because I know some people criticize Lies of P because that's out at this point of like you copied Bloodborne. It's like no, it's clearly homages. They didn't hide it at all. But it's like that's exactly what this reminded me of just how much they were like KDM but with a story. But yes, if you're a fan of the channel and you were watching our videos, you might be like, wait a minute, didn't you guys already start this? We did, but at that time we were trying to do both this and Madara, and it's just two massive campaigns at once, like classic split focus.
Classic split.
Where, at least on my end, it was just like, I retain the rules for one, then forget the other, and then just... oh, let's jump to the other one, forget the rules for the previous one. It was just too much, so we basically stopped, and we decided to restart this campaign so we can fully get into...
give it the full attention it deserves.
Exactly. So, what we didn't do last time, though, was we did not do the Learn to Play on camera, but I figured now... this time around we can, because there is lore stuff. It does lead into the first cycle. And I do like to showcase tutorials when they are around, so it'll be loose, where I'm not going to like read it verbatim, because we have played before. So, just a little preamble to this. Yeah, I guess I'll just jump into it. Are you ready to jump back into Aeon Trespass Odyssey?
Get off my lawn.
I don't get it.
Trespass.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Arise! And there's no audio.
There is. Oh, I thought you said. Oh,
there will be.
Okay.
There will be. So probably by the time we finish the campaign, it will be out. For a long while, there was nothing. Then, excruciating pain. You awaken to the cold embrace of the old priest's wiry hands. His wrinkled face, an unsung epic unto itself. His tired, ugly-ass eyes. Like, they just keep roasting this dude.
Just like touching your face. Argo not. Argo not. Arise!
Tarnished. Arise! But fiery eyes telling you that that epic is not quite finished. Awaken, dreamer. There is need. You are rushed through the half-lit corridors, sandals clanging on the metal floor, hurried shouts cheering you on. You enter a giant round room the priest called the Union Balanion. Green liquid pours from bronze pipes and into a large pool in the middle. Long, thick roots hang from the ceiling, each tipped with a metallic spike. Is there a tree, you wonder absent-mindedly. The old priest does not waste time. Eschaton comes. It crawled onto the ship when we entered the shallows. We are the flame it wants to extinguish. Let it not. Dive into the pool, O Argonaut, and dream the dream of power. Though you have many questions, you recognize the immediacy of the old man's plea. You submerge into the emerald waters. The liquid is warm and soothing. Suddenly, you feel elated and terrified. As another consciousness makes its presence known, you start to lose your sense of self. You feel that other, capital O, more palpably now, simple and unrefined, raw and primal, dumb as shit, one might say. Tremendous power of a titan. How do I control it? Learn through struggle. The last words of the priest are drowned by the mighty bellowing roar of the Eschaton. All right.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes, yeah, I completely forgot. I knew that we were in, like... I knew that we controlled them remotely, obviously, but I was like, I do not remember being in a pool of anything. Yeah, so this Learn to Play is going to showcase us how to play. We have our Argo sheet, which I will actually be using the app for, because that will just make things a lot easier. Oh, it's made with Unity. Great. Tutorial battle. The Eschaton has broken through Argo's outer defenses. In its wake lies a serpentine path of broken shields and dreams. The Eschaton's monstrous roars merge from the blaring of sirens and screech of bent metal, resulting in a cacophonic dirge. It's getting closer. Many brave warriors gave their lives to lead it to the control column garden. To you. You feel the Titan's heartbeat quicken. Its chiseled body becomes soaked with sweat. Can this awesome being of raw power even feel fear, or is it all you? Giant muscles flex, and the Titan crouches, ready to pounce. The Eschaton comes. So we got everything set up already. We have our 2 Dreamwalker Titans. That are basically the standard Titans. I will be controlling Solon and Philoctera. Those are the names of the Dreamwalkers, and then we will have our Argonauts. Do we have to choose our Argonauts? We do! So,
Argonaut time!
We have Penelope, Heraclides. I think these are actually the 4 we chose last time. Otis Zero, and Cersegard. I think you actually had these 2, but now with your new hair, you might want Telebacchus.
Oh, yeah! He's my man.
Olympia. Leocules. I'm probably horrendously destroying these names. Raz and Fisher.
Fucking Raz over here.
So, yeah, I'll let you pick your 2 first.
Yeah, you definitely sold me. He's my dude. Sexy boy over here. Telebacchus.
I might go. I do like Heraclides. I'll have him control Solon, and then we'll write the names of these characters down on our Argo sheets.
What lady do I want?
I guess technically it doesn't have to be a lady.
I guess so. Be a sausage fest. I'll take Olympia over here.
Heraclides. Okay, and then at the bottom is a skill thing that we get. So you'll.
So we'll mark that.
Yep. So right now, Heraclides has a cunning. Everything else should be 0. And who'd you pick? Oh, you picked
Olympia and Telebacchus.
I might go. Oh man, what do we got? Take Fisher. Have 2 people with cunning.
Yeah, double cunning.
I think I kind of like Raz. What skills do you have? I kind of want to.
I have Fury and Endurance.
Okay. Let's see. Raz might be good. Yeah, you know what? I will go with Raz. Pretty much anyone who makes me hot.
Getting a little warm down.
Would you respect me if I had hair like this?
If you had hair like that?
Yeah, if I could actually pull off the mustache.
You could pull off... Yeah, sure. I mean, I wish I could do the mustache. I mean...
Yeah, that's
I feel like I could if I really let it go. But
yeah,
just...
But then it's
I think it's on my
wax,
lips, and it's wax. It's a daily
It is a daily thing.
Yeah, it's like, this is me. I'm doing this every day.
I live vicariously through Luke. Because he's, like, so just well endowed with hair. It's like, man, that's not fair. Alright, Raz. And so I got Cunning and Courage are the 2 that I got. And on the back, we do have things about them. So Heraclides is a bit lost. When he looks into his reflection, he sees an old man. His story's done and told. His debt for the world paid in full with interest. That is what he sees. What he remembers is nothing. He's like a young boy, eager and anxious to be tested on the stage of Helios. And then Raz knows she hails from the Forbidden East, where an ancient empire is said to have risen to immense power and wealth. She finds she has she has little in common with those notions, as the only thing she seeks is knowledge. Hot.
Let's see here. I have Olympia. Olympia is a kind and gentle soul, out of place in this world of darkness and violence. Olympia herself knows that too. That is why she is fighting so hard to create a better, more beautiful world, if not for her, then for those who come after.
Okay.
Then we have Telebacchus. The always jovial Telebacchus is the heart of the crew and serves as an intermediary between the mere mortals and the awakened Argonauts. He's also the only one who truly enjoys junctioning with his Titan, which he finds enlightening and uplifting and arousing.
Does it really say in a row? I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I'm going to add the Argonauts into the app. So you had Telebacchus and Olympius.
Yes.
Or Olympia. Cool. And 3, we got me with Heraclides. There he is. I guess we could theoretically rename them, but I like the names they chose.
Yeah.
Because they also have, they have like blank ones. Like you don't have to do the pre-built ones, but they're also not like, as far as I can tell, they're not super tied into the story. I don't think it's ever asked us, oh, do you have this character? It might. Okay. So, technically being timeline T0. And so we have that set up, and just like that, you're ready to go. So, yeah, you're about to start your first tutorial battle with Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Follow the instructions in the tutorial closely, as it is designed in a way that will allow you to learn about the various aspects of the game in a step-by-step manner. I have read this rulebook, which is 60 pages of front-to-back rules. I've read that book 4 times now. But we start in the Primordial round. Something to go over is movement, distance, and speed. Luckily, Devin is very in tune with KDM, follows a lot of the rules. So movement is done orthogonally, cannot move diagonally. Distance and line of sight is drawn the exact same way. So, like if you have reach 2, like technically it lets you attack diagonally, but reach 2 can't be like 1-2. So if we like to reach 2 would hit him from here though. So we start with the Primordial round. We are going up against the Eschaton. Boom. Which is this really gnarly hand-looking thing. I don't get it with these games and hands.
Hands, man. That's where it's at.
I guess.
Hands and fingers.
Like Madara had the same thing. Like Hagrathar or whatever is like hands. It's just, all right. Yes, so the Eschaton acts first. Normally you would draw the top AI card from the AI deck to determine. However, for the purpose of this tutorial battle, search the AI deck for the card name Cold Open. Bam! I was wondering if it was gonna, anyway, I can't think of the word. Yes. How to battle. Battles are fought in a sequence of alternating Primordial and Titan rounds. They usually draw an AI card and resolve it. Then we get to go performing 1 movement action and 1 combat action. We are starting on level 0.
Level 0.
For the Eschaton. So let's see. That would be on evolution, and yeah, Eschaton at level 0. Okay. Which means that it has a 2-hit thing of 7. So that's what we need to roll to be able to hit. Has a movement of 6, and it has 6 health. And it has friendly warning, so as a trait, -2 to all knockbacks performed by the Eschaton, so it doesn't really knock us that far back. And its ATO, which is what we need to wound it, is lowered by 1. Okay, so, yeah, it goes over targeting lines, closest in front, in range, what all that means. No target, it will use its routine, which is idle hands, which means it causes the Argo to lose a hull. Idle hands are devil's plaything. Yeah, Cold Open is a regular attack, so the Primordial must be adjacent to a Titan to perform it. As you can see on the Primordial sheet, a level 0 Eschaton has a movement value of 6. It would seem that there are 2 equally viable targets, because it has a target closest Titan in front in range, and then closest Titan in sight. So, has a priority target. Here, let's roll 2 dice and assign those. We'll see who gets the priority target. So I'll have him be white and her be the black die. I got okay. I said he was white. Okay. So Solon will have the, or not Solon, Heraclides will have the...
And what dictates the priority target is who has highest fury, correct?
It is generally highest rage.
Rage, okay.
Yep. So whenever you attack, you increase your rage and then determine who's priority target. For this, it is random at the moment. Where was that? Oh, yeah. So, which it can, serves as the priority target token serves as a tiebreaker. And so once the target is chosen, which is going to be him, it is going to move 6, and we can basically have it go 1, 2, turn 3 to get to him. Yeah, so to reach its target, the Eschaton must zigzag its way towards it. Thankfully, movement is resolved one space at a time. So that was basically that. We can kind of, if it's equidistant, we can determine in which direction it goes. So we could have had it to where, actually, it's just to make both of us get to do something. We'll have it go 1, 2, 3. So I'll get to go, and then you'll get to go. Although, I think the only person out of reach might be your dude with the shield. It's punching time!
Oh, God!
I don't want to be punched. I know with that cold open. In Aeon Trespass Odyssey, you do not roll...
teeth.
Right? Yeah, buckle up. The way these attacks work is, yeah, it's going to move an attack. I don't have 3 fate, so I don't have to roll an extra die. Each hit deals 1 danger, and after the attack, it will push me back 3. So in this game, if you're not familiar at all and didn't watch any of our previous stuff, the way that attacks work is the Primordials always hit. We roll for to evade. So the number 2 of evasion dice I have to roll is that. And basically, each failed evasion is a hit. This is kind of backwards. You always roll a white d10. That is your critical die. So if you roll a 10 on that, you crit. So you can theoretically crit evade as well as crit hit. The numbers I need to roll are a 6 or higher. Boom.
Oh, critical evasion!
My God, I told you. Jesus Christ. Well, it's all downhill from here. I only get to do well in just catch it. Because do you remember how tall the Titans were?
We're like 30 meters or some shit.
Okay.
That might be exaggerating. I know we're supposed to be fucking huge.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was trying to tell Kat. I'm like, are we 50 feet or 70 feet? Maybe not even that. 30 feet?
Let's see.
I know it says it somewhere exactly how tall we are. Anyway, that was an amazing roll.
Here, does he have anything crushed underneath him that we could reference? Like that's just a fucking tree.
If you look at the picture on one of these, I thought it was on one of these characters. You get to see actually we're on our Titans. We're like there are trees next to us, and trees come up to like our ankles or our calves.
Yeah, see, there's like a dead ox at his feet. So like an ox is the size of like the foot.
Okay. And actually, on the Eschaton thing, there's little people that are like this big compared to him. Anyway, that was an amazing roll. I don't have anything that goes off of crit evade, so that makes me sad. Anyway, now roll 4 dice and compare to the evasion roll difficulty, which was 6 or higher. Cold open has a difficulty 6, like I just said.
Did you just evade that entire attack?
The entire attack. Yeah. Because like KDM, we also only have our fists, which is actually not as cool, because isn't it fist and teeth in KDM? Yeah, that's cooler. Don't worry if your roll wasn't the best. Well, it was! You may reroll, so you can always spend fate to re-roll dice. You increase your fate by a number of dice you roll, but each die can only ever be re-rolled once. So, items and stuff will eventually give you stuff that you don't have to spend fate to do so. If you roll at least 1 hit, you must resolve all attack effects on the AI card. Cold Open deals 1 danger for each hit. In other words, you would raise your danger value on the Escalation by 1 for each hit.
No.
Anyway, I wasn't hit at all. Yes. So dice. Rolling a 10 is always a success, whereas rolling a 1 is always a fail. 2 of the d10s are white. They're critical dice. A critical die is used to simulate strokes of luck as well as unexpected failures. When you perform an attack or evasion roll, you must always roll a single white die. If you roll a natural 10 on the crit die, when you evade, it becomes a crit evade. This has no inherent effect, but may activate some additional abilities on gear cards.
Oh, so there's no effect to a critical evade short of something listed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, and the opposite is not true for attacks because that will determine what happens on the body part.
Okay.
When you are dealt danger as an attack effect, this is important. I was actually not in this case, so we'll see it soon. You always have to draw a trauma card based off the level of danger. So if you like I took 4 damage, like if I completely whiffed on that and took 4 damage, I would have to then increase my danger by 4 and then draw a major trauma. And that's all determined off the trauma on the Dreamwalker cards. You fucker! I forgot I did this. Let's rig the game a bit to keep it simple. If you completely evade the attack, let's assume it's still dealt 1 danger. Alright. Fine, appreciate it.
Fucker!
That's not even on her, it's on him over here. Okay. Well, I did completely evade, but console your Titan's trauma table and draw a trauma card of the severity corresponding to your danger. Hopefully your danger is not higher than 3, and you are going to draw a minor trauma. But if you were really unlucky with your evasion roll and raise your danger to 4, you might have to draw a major trauma. Let's rig the game again. Instead of drawing the top trauma card, find and resolve Kratos Whisper. Will you find me the Kratos Whisper?
Is that a minor trauma?
It will be a minor trauma, yeah.
Okay. Kratos Whisper.
Resolve the card. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Boom. Kratos Whisper. The more Raya are watching, I gain 1 rage.
Rage.
Blood rage! Okay. So, that's a great outcome. Raising rage makes you more powerful. However, when you raise rage, you must compare it to the rage level of the Titan with the priority target token, which he had anyway. If there were any other attack effects, such as gaining condition, you would resolve them now. Since there are none, you can proceed to the after attack effects, so that can just go on the bottom. A lot of AI cards have after attack effects that are separate, so regardless of what happens, you always resolve the after attack effects. At the end of the cold open, Eschaton performs pushback 3 against the target. Pushback basically means he turns towards him and moves 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, God.
Primordials are giant monsters and tend to throw the Titans around the battlefield like ragdolls. That's terrifying, considering we're like 80 feet or something. This is reflected by various keywords like pushback. So pushback, turn towards the affected miniature and move in its direction, forcing it to move X spaces before you in a straight line. Yeah, this can move through other miniatures, but must resolve any terrain tiles it comes through. Luckily, I didn't fall into any of the terrain. Okay, well that was the very first Primordial round.
1.
Titan round. You're free to take turns in any order you like to make the best of the tactical situation at hand. A Titan's turn consists of 1 combat action, 1 movement action. Depending on how the Primordial round went, the Eschaton can now be in various places on the board. However, regardless, there should be 1 Titan adjacent to it, the target of the attack, 1 Titan 5 spaces away.
I'm 5 spaces.
You are 5 spaces away? Okay. 1 6 spaces away, and 1 10 spaces away. Well,
I mean, probably 10.
you would be 10, I think. You're a big guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10.
Well,
Get to him.
oh, 10 to him. Yeah. Oh, okay, so I'm...
Well, I guess, yeah, I am 6 spaces.
Okay, I'm like, yeah.
Depending on how they're counting.
Yeah, I guess they're talking about directly onto a spot. Okay. Yeah, so we have the same attributes and abilities for now. They do not possess any gear, except for their fists. So in order to attack, you must be adjacent. Speed value of 5, meaning they can move up to 5 spaces. As you can see, the furthest Titan is unable to reach the Eschaton for now. Let's start by activating the second furthest, then. The Titan 6 spaces away. So that will be...
That's Ulyssia! Piloted by Olympia!
Yeah, so I guess just move your 5 spaces in a straight line.
Okay.
You did it! Then perform your first attack.
I'm going to attack.
I feel like we're the civilians in Skyrim running up on the dragon.
Come here.
Never should have come here. So
I'll
first,
slit your belly open. It's like, I've killed like 80 dragons.
It's like, just stop. I know your girlfriend's over there watching. Please just go
Is
back.
your life
to her.
worth this?
I just want to... Oh, yes? Okay. Just pink miss. Alright, so the first thing you do is you declare your active weapon, which is your fist, and raise your rage by 1.
I'm raging!
It's extremely important to remember that rage is raised at the beginning of every attack. It reflects your Titan's primal power and growing bloodlust. The more you attack, the more powerful you become. Be careful not to raise it too high, though. If you increase your rage over 9, your Titan goes mad and you lose control. It dies. So it's not necessarily push your luck, but eventually it's riskier.
It's just like, you know what? Takes off, like, fuck this, and just walks off.
Why? Like, the world's big. Like, this is just happening in Greece, right? Like, I'm gonna go literally anywhere else. Okay, so you choose the attack die of your active weapons. Fists have a value of 2, so you always roll the white die and the black die. And at level 0, you have to hit a 7 or higher. So go ahead and roll those
I'm gonna
dice.
punch him right in his back. Like, I'm just gonna give him a fucking wicked, like,
Elbow drop?
No, I'm gonna hit his funny bone
okay.
on one of his back arms. Just
Got it.
gonna crank it.
Just make him feel all weird. Well, you got it. You did get 1 hit.
I did get 1.
So precision influences all dice rolled. So the weapon power will be important in a moment. You can re-roll your attack dice using fate, just like evasion dice. Let's see. Natural roll of a 10 on a crit die means you crit and all that. If you hit with at least 1 attack die, you draw a BP card to see which body part you attacked. If you get a miss result on all your dice, it is considered a full miss. Your attack ends and you skip all further steps. We'll tip the balance a little bit in your favor to showcase additional mechanics. Let's say you rolled a 7 and a 9.
Okay, sweet.
When you hit the Primordial, you get a chance to use some of your abilities. This part of the attack sequence is called the first ability window. This happens after the attack roll, but before you draw a body part card. Since you've hit, you would normally draw the top card of the BP deck for the purposes of this tutorial. We will do the Bright Mighty Fist. Is what you hit. So, there's a lot of things on here. Basically, the first thing to note is the Aeon Trespass value, which in this case is going to be 2 because it has a -1 at level 0. That's what you need to hit on the attack dice to actually officially wound it.
Okay.
There are Kratos tokens in the Kratos pool. They're a main way to support your fellow Argonauts as they increase chances of hitting and wounding. There are opening... They're all in here now. Opening tokens, which make it easier to hit, and break tokens, which make it easier... That's not it. And break tokens, which makes it easier to wound. And you get those. You'll put those mainly in the Kratos pool in the second ability window, but there are things for you to get it in the first, which helps your own attack. Then there is also the Kratos modifier window, depending on your rage value. Okay. You get potential bonuses. So in the second ability window, you'll get to decide whether you want to put a break or an opening in the pool.
Okay.
So to successfully wound, you must generate power that equals or exceeds the Aeon Trespass value. Fists have a single red power die, meaning their dice pool consists of 1 red power die per successful hit. On top of that, you add your Titan's power die. So because you got 2 hits, they give you 2 for each hit, and then your Titan power, which is underneath your name, next to your movement value, shows a red die. So you'll always have at least 1 red.
Okay. Okay. So if I'm hitting once, I'll have 2.
Yeah.
But then for each hit past the first, it's just 1 more additional dice.
Yeah, so the result you had earlier, which was like a 3 and a 10, you'd have 2 red because of the 1 hit and then the innate red you have from just being a Titan.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, it's restricting.
So it's
yeah,
the result.
So it's telling you that you rolled. Did I just roll? No, okay, I was like, did I accidentally? So it's that. that, and this. So let's say you rolled that. So each of the little slashes, like the tally marks, really count as a power. Each of these triangles are break symbols, which means you can spend break tokens to turn them into hits. So the total value of your attack now is 3, which is enough to, more than enough, to harm the Primordial. So we take this face-up card and put it in the wound stack. You win a battle as soon as the number of cards in the wound stack becomes equal to or greater than the Primordial's wound value, which is 6. So I don't know which one I like better between this and KDM. Like, hey, you don't have to go through the whole deck. But I also like seeing the deck dwindle.
Yeah,
it's like
fun.
It's starting to lose. Like, oh,
yeah. And it's like becomes stupider.
Right.
Like,
this
one, it's just like I'm just gonna get stronger.
that is true, which is also a really cool twist. So it's time to resolve a response. Don't expect the Eschaton to sit idly by and just take it, like you will later. Just like Titans get a chance to react. So as a reaction to wounding its right mighty fist, the Eschaton is going to perform pushback, raising the attack. So it does pushback 1, which means it will turn towards you and push you back 1, and you're going to gain a danger.
Danger.
Then on all of these cards, I know you can't really see them, but there's a little exclamation point. That's opportunities for us to react if we had anything that also had that symbol.
And what is that symbol? Could you point that out to me?
Yeah, it's the little exclamation point, like on the left
so
side.
kind of like a flow, I guess.
Yeah, basically like a flow. Oh, where am I?
The opening.
Oh, okay. So now it does its pushback, and then it finally performs knockback. So knockback basically means it says knockback 5, but because it's -2, you're gonna just get knocked back 3.
Okay. So pushback, he's following. Knockback, I'm getting thrown.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think there's other slight nuances to that, because pushback, for example, if you're ever unable to be displaced, like meaning you can't like move out of the way, they can actually crush you and kill you that way. An example they give in the rulebook is like in the labyrinth tiles, if you can't like, if it's following you through those and you can't move out of the way because of walls and stuff, you just get crushed by it.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that was that. On top of that, every successful dealt wound enrages the Eschaton, causing it to escalate. As battles progress, they get more dangerous and harder to kill. So we take a random BP card from the Escalation deck, which is 2. It's always 1 level higher than the level of the BP. I would highly recommend getting the online. You can just print off that sheet, because it gets weird at higher levels whenever you wound level 3 cards. So this gets shuffled into the deck now. So we shuffle a random BP2 card into the deck. Notice that this makes the number of BP cards in the game consistent. One was taken and became a wound, and the other one gets shuffled in.
Okay.
Then we go through the AI deck and take the first card you find that matches the level of the wounded card. So I mean, it doesn't really matter which one. There's a level 1, and then we take a level 2 AI card and shuffle that in. We just performed our first escalation.
We just escalated.
Alright. So that was the AI deck.
We're getting closer to Zeus.
Yay! Oh shit, dude. U-Boot's back on Kickstarter.
U-Boot?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's really fuck this game. Let's play
just get
that.
so into that.
I did find out though that the designer of that game was like an submarine.
You've gotta be. There's gotta be something.
Yeah, like you can't just be a fan.
I'm gonna make a fucking board game simulator
of my time in hell. So powered. So you basically you can spend fate to reroll, from my guess, D10s. Like there, you have to have other abilities that let you re-roll those, but otherwise, you're just kind of stuck with what you get. Yeah, Primordial response, escalation, and then at the end of a Titan attack, you have to clear all tokens from the Kratos pool. Worry not, right after you get to leave your own tokens, this step is called the second ability window. There are many abilities to activate at this point, allowing you to leave Kratos tokens and trigger effects. For now, half naked and unarmed as you are, you can only activate effects from your Kratos table. You have 1 rage, so you can place 1 opening or 1 break token in the Kratos pool. Which one would you like to leave, good sir?
An opening or a break token?
Yep.
Okay, so break means you can spend those for potentials for more damage.
Yep.
And then the opening was...
Openings increases your...
accuracy?
Your accuracy, so it increases the value of the dice by 1.
Okay, I will do that then.
Okay,
I will
make it easier to hit.
An opening, yeah.
Okay. This concludes your first attack. It seems by pushing away your Titan, the Eschaton has actually moved closer to your other Titans. This is actually why we told you to attack with this Titan in the first place. The order of your turn matters. Try to use Eschaton's responses to your advantage. Maybe you can trick it into moving in range of your furthest Titan and enable it to still attack this round. And that's it. Game's over. No, you've performed both your movement and combat actions, and your turn immediately ends. And the reason why it's bolded is because if you have free actions, you have to use them before your turn actually ends. You can't do free actions after you've performed your move and your combat.
Okay.
So technically it says to turn your Argonaut portrait 90 degrees to show that you've gone.
Okay.
But, okay, you already know all the basics, so it's up to you to defeat the Eschaton now. There will be no hand-holding or rage rolls from now on. So now we continue. When we deal you a sick wound or when all Titans are dead, proceed to the battle aftermath. Yeah, and then it kind of goes over the terrain tiles, the signature and modifiers. So we will continue to the battle aftermath after we beat this fucker's ass. Okay.
So we want to... Maybe your chick over here should get
That's
run
kind
in.
of what I was thinking too. Ha! And yeah, let's go ahead and just attack.
Raz!
I need to do something real quick.
Just pull your pants down.
I need to
that shit around the table. Like,
Take a shit
You had to do that first. That's what I
Sorry,
had to do.
guys. I could not do it. No, I have to because I'm like where they are. I keep mixing them up.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I too will copy your...
All right. So now Raz is gonna attack, increasing rage by 1, and gonna beat the test. So it's 2 dice, and that opening token. Yeah, each opening token adds 1 to the result of each die rolled, which is very nice. I don't know if we were doing that last time, but
Each die?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, I did get 1 hit.
But it doesn't turn into a credit, right?
Yeah, no, it has to be a
Okay.
natural roll. So 1 hit.
Be natural titties.
So that will be 2 of those dice. I am hitting the 1 of 100. I need to get 1 hit.
Okay.
I'm just hitting 1 of its
Hang on.
hands. Okay, I was
Oh!
like, I got one hit.
Just one with a limp arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did not fail. So I don't get pushed back twice. Which actually, you'd think I'd want to fail in this case, because then he'd push me back twice, getting in range of him. However, a wound is still a wound. I got 1 hit, and the reason why it's 1 and not 2 is because at level 0 it's weaker. And I didn't critical, so because that was 1 damage, I will take a random level 2 body part
Okay.
and shuffle it in. I try not to look. Okay, we do have a level 2 on the top, and then we will remove a level 1 AI, putting in a level 2. Okay.
Okay. So he didn't move after that one?
He did not.
Okay.
He did not move, but we do have 2 wounds on him. So with my rage there, what do you think? It's a level 2. I might do a break token.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And maybe I can try and get him within range.
Yeah, I say go for it.
So yeah, that will be just
Despite
2.
all my rage, I'm still just radical.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that means actually, because he hasn't gone right. Yeah, his rage is now 2 because he was hit. So now at 2, I get to re-roll a damage die.
Okay.
So let's hope I at least
Okay,
hit.
done.
Did I? Oh no, I missed. So I will spend fate.
Fate.
I'm gonna increase my fate by 2.
Ooh, we're doing both.
Doing both of them, baby.
Okay.
Okay, 1 hit.
Okay.
Not amazing, but you never know. So that will be 2, and I need to hit a. I'm going after his muscular bicep thighs.
Bicep thighs.
All right, so I need 3, which is not impossible here, and I get 1 reroll because of my 2 rage. Okay, well, so I'll reroll this one.
Okay, come on.
I think I'll need a 2.
There it is.
Yeah, so I'll use the break token to turn this into a hit. So that is 3 damage on the muscular bicep thighs, which...
Just gave him one of those sick MMA kicks. That just leaves your thigh crippled.
Or even better, I run up and I just Charlie horse him. Hey, the Eschaton has a Charlie horse. What? So that's 3 damage, baby. So that will actually wound the 2, which is going to push... he's going to turn.
What the fuck?
Right. And unfortunately, I made him move further away from him. I gain 2 danger.
Danger.
Which puts me at 3 danger. Which means I will have to draw a minor trauma still.
Gash!
Amazing. Gash! Gain 1 danger! Shuffle this card back into the trauma deck, then resolve the trauma draw again.
Oof.
I don't like that. It's not minor. That puts me up to 4 danger, which means I have to draw a major trauma.
Oh.
Despite all my rage!
This
This could be the theme song of this. No, it's the major.
Oh, it's a major.
Yeah, because
okay,
I'm at
reshuffle that, because I totally looked at that one. Major. Kratos glimpse.
Your fate is beckoning. I gain 2 rage. I'm
Buddy.
at 4 rage now. Let's just put that on his card
in
because
there.
that'll go on the bottom. And then he's gonna have me do knockbacks. So 1, 2, 3,
You fall off the edge and die.
and I die. Yeah. So that was his bicep thighs because I did wound him.
It's fucking hot beach bicep thighs.
Yeah, dude, he's kind of getting me all gooey over here. But that was a level 2, which means the escalation. I've immediately forgotten. There it is. So, yeah, so we shuffle a BP 3 card in here now. Then search the AI deck for the AI2 card. That's right, because you basically always increase the lowest value from what you've wounded. Okay, so that's that. Then we find there's an AI2 card, and we will put in an AI3 card. Yes. Well,
Okay.
that.
Fucked him up.
Oh, well, so now for the next one, although I think they go away, I would get to put in 2 tokens, but they'll go away after he goes.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, I'll take his turn then. Go. God damn it. 1, 2, 5. Okay. I'm closer now.
Sweet. Well, so now, yeah, we'll basically unexhaust everyone.
Okay.
And he's gonna go. Boom. Chain Fist. Well, he's going after the priority target in range. That's definitely him. So he's gonna move 6. So 1, 2, 3. He hates me. Yeah, it would be the priority target in range, closest Titan in front in range, and then closest Titan. He's going to move and attack. My fate is not 3, so I'm rolling 2 dice, and I need a 9 or higher.
Okay. You got this. Double tens.
Critical
evasion!
It is a critical evade.
That's 2 now.
Yeah, I know. I'm killing it on evading. I could spend a fate to re-roll. I am.
Tempt the gods.
I do. Because if it deals at least 1 danger, he's going to do it again. Yeah!
Oh!
2 tens, baby. He kills himself. He just fucking dies.
Just pulls out a katana out of nowhere. Just kills itself.
So, move and attack. It does not deal a danger. After the attack, if danger was dealt, repeat Chain Fist once. So, that was his turn.
Nice. Sexy.
Okay, so, because of my rage now, at 4, I can actually do a knockback.
Okay.
So, do we want me to go to try and
do
hit
it?
All right.
Come up, fam, and you're also our best damage dealer right now with all that rage.
That's true. So I'm going to attack, increasing my rage to 5, which means I get an extra power. Yeah, we also do have these rush abilities, which is if your danger is at 2 or higher, you can move with an extra movement and perform a melee reach attack with auto break 1. Doesn't apply here, though. So, I will go ahead and attack.
Solon, warning. Rage.
Rage increasing. I'm just
moderate threshold.
seizing the fucking pool. The old man's like, good.
Oh, fuck, you're hot
Dude,
tonight,
I am. It's, yeah, that's...
Just like it's not Madara dice, I can roll with them.
I can actually... What? Mitigation? What's that? Brooklyn's never heard of that in his game. So, BP1, his left mighty fist, I am going to get 2 from the 2 hits, then 1 from being at rage 5, and then 1 from my just an 8.
Okay.
So, despite all my rage, I'm still just ready to... yeah, I need to get...
Fuck him up.
I need to get 1 hit. No, I need to get 2 hits.
Bam,
Well,
bam,
1, 2,
bam,
3,
bam.
4, 5. So there's 5 there. That definitely wounds him. I will spend my 4 to knock him back 1.
Beautiful.
And then, which kind of sucks because he's wounded. So he's basically going to do a pushback 1. So he'll just move back. But I don't get pushed back, but it does knock me back 5. So 1, 2, 3. Because you always go against the edge away from where they're at. I also still gain a danger. Unfortunately, I did not critical. But I did wound him.
Yes.
So 1, 2.
We gashed both of his fists, giving him wicked paper cuts.
It's true. Yeah,
Or
both
breaking
his
fingers or some shit.
His mighty fists are broken.
Quite mighty.
Which means we're going to take out a... we're going to add a level 2. And am I the only one that can get to him? Unless...
For the time being, yes.
Okay.
I mean, you could hope for a pushback if you zigzag her to the back of him.
True. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. And then the AI lowering a level 1, putting a level 2.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. The guy who's the rules video I was watching, how he identified how all these different attributes are representations of different forces. I guess the rage representing the Titan force, the fate representing your divine, and the danger representing your mortal.
Oh, that's interesting.
I thought that was an interesting,
That's a good take on it, yeah. Cool. Okay, well, he has 4 wounds out of 6. So we're good there. He's done. Oh, actually, technically. So what do you think? 1 of each? Precision and a break? Okay, so then we will have Raz go.
Raz.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also in this, they do have blind spots.
Do you want to take the other spot, maybe?
Well, if he was pushing back, I was.
I was just thinking if he knocks you for whatever reason. I mean, he might. I don't know if he would.
That would make me suffer
fall into-
crash.
Yeah.
Which crash is basically a knockdown and a danger. Yeah, also, let me double check something.
The columns will cushion my fall.
Okay, so I wanted to just double check something. Remember that danger gained from a response is not dealt by an attack effect, so it does not trigger a trauma draw. Because anytime your danger increases, theoretically you do draw one of those, but that's mainly if it's dealt from an attack.
Okay.
So, like, whenever his response is gain a danger, I don't also have to draw that.
Okay.
Yeah, suffering knockback would suffer that, but if he's doing pushback, then if you push me back 1 or 2, I don't know
They
if
both might be able to get in range.
would you 1, 2, like if he landed here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, does he have any...
I think he'd be good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go there. And yeah, they do have blind spots, but that also, I don't think it has like an innate rule, like it does in KDM.
Mm-hmm.
So, boom, got my 2.
Boom goes the dynamite.
And we are having her attack. Gotta increase her rage. Let's compare it. Oh, is it not 5? That's 1 hit. Yeah, she has no fate or danger. We'll spend it to re-roll this one. Still, oh no!
Spicy enough. Oh, it hits.
It is a hit.
Because it adds to both.
Yes.
Beautiful.
6 that I can't find. 6 and 7. So that will be 2 hits. Yay! Which will be 2 red from the 2 hits, hitting this body part of the runt. It will cost pushback if I miss, which is probably not happening. I'm hitting his little gross arm, his little Yanked arm. So I have 3. 2 from the hit and 1 from the Titan. I might miss. I didn't. I didn't. Just eat it. But I also did not crit, so that basically, I mean, it's the runt. It just wounds it. And that will get rid of that.
So how many hit points does he have?
He has 6.
6?
He needs one more wound too.
Okay.
Then we'll take out. Oh, we'll add a. That was level 1. Yep, adding a level 2.
Nice.
And we'll take out a random level 1 from the deck first. So we'll just take out the first one and add a level 2. Yeah, I remember in the like whenever we were playing this, kind of upgrading the escalation felt kind of cumbersome.
Right.
I feel like it goes a lot easier whenever you know, like, get the escalation rules down. It's just like boom, boom, shuffle. All right. Well, that was that. That was my turn. Okay. Those tokens are gone. You can't get to him at all, can you? He's like stuck in this corner. Fucking
Well, we'll just keep. I'll just chase him down. Let's see. 2, 3. I don't know where I want to be here, but fuck it. We'll get up here.
Okay. All right.
Fucking closing in.
Kill him! Okay. So Solon still has the priority target. He has 5 danger, 5 rage, 3 fate. Heraclides has always been the risk taker.
I mean, he is old. He's like, I'm ready to die.
He's like, yeah, especially with his back, like his backstory where it's like he's a seasoned old man. His story's told. His debt paid with interest. Furious Smash! This is gonna hurt. So he's priority target in range. So he's like, oh my god! Although unless if there was no damaging effects like to your brain, where like if the thing you were controlling made you brain dead or something, if it died, I would be risky. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's not your body.
Yeah. All right. Yep. So that's the Furious Smash. He's gonna move an attack. Luckily, my fate is at 3 and not 4. Otherwise. So I roll 4 dice.
Okay.
8s or higher.
Alright, so it's gonna be all 8s.
Huh?
All 8s. 8, 9s, and 10s. Oh.
Literally. Oh. I might. Wow, yeah. That's.
No critical evade this time.
1, 2.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3.
3 fate. So keep the 7.
That's still a failure. Fuck. Well, there's one. Okay, so I'm taking 3 danger, puts me up to 8. Can you hand me a grave trauma?
A grave trauma.
There will be a reckoning at the You Died Horribly Obel to the Obel deck.
Ooh.
That's fair. That's fair. Where is that?
Yeah. Remember, I drew a grave trauma last time we played.
Right.
That killed me.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. It killed the like the new one.
Yeah. Well, we had like a fancy new Titan. It dies immediately.
It's probably not gonna happen. I'm not gonna look for it.
Okay.
If it does, I will add it. Where'd it go? Did I hand it back to you?
What's that?
Oh, it's right here.
The trauma. Does it go to the bottom?
It'll go to the bottom. Yeah.
You died horribly.
Okay. Well, then it's gonna push back 3. So 1,
Jesus.
2.
It's like if I'm gonna.
Oh no! It actually does crush me.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me straight to the corner. Because I couldn't be displaced.
Oh, so if you go to corners, you just die?
If you have no way of actually moving, because if he's pushing me back 3,
you couldn't go sideways?
I couldn't go here because he's also there.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's fine. I was basically gonna be dead, but yeah, I'll double check pushback. Yes. Turn towards the affected miniature, move in a direction, moving it X spaces before you in a straight line. The affected miniature can move through spaces occupied by other miniatures, but must resolve any terrain. If the affected miniature is not adjacent to the source of pushback, the source moves in its direction using normal movement rules. They stop if their pushback value is lowered to 0, or they are adjacent to the affected miniature, in which case they perform the rest. It's not saying, but I do know specifically where that is at in the rulebook. Where do I? There it is.
Do you?
Yeah, so pushback. Well, it doesn't actually. Yeah, in the example, if Ulysses pushed back into a red line, which is indestructible obstacle, there are no adjacent spaces she can legally displaced onto that would allow the Eschaton to move onto her space and continue the pushback, so she dies instead.
Dies instead.
Yeah, basically just crushed me. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, be wary of corners.
Yeah, that was just about a bad look. But
You fucked him up.
yeah, I mean, he only needs one more hit to be killed. So,
Throws you into the air. Just ragdoll. Oh, God.
Heraclitus is like, dang it!
Lost.
He throws a fit. He runs and just, like, slaps one of you guys. That was his turn, though. Boop. That was a furious smash.
Okay. I don't think any of the rest of us can get to him this
You're
turn.
kidding. That is annoying.
Well, then we might just display a little more
I was kind of
defensively.
moving. Yeah, that was my thought as well. Just kind of move back a
He
little.
moved 6, right?
He moved 6. Who has the highest rage? She has 2. Do you guys have... What's your guys' rage?
Rage. I'm at 0 and 1.
Okay, so priority will go to her.
Okay.
So if it's going to go after her, potentially, then... I mean, maybe just... Kind of like that.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be kind of his outcropping here. There might be some double moves in there. Who's to say?
That's true.
But we'll kind of gather, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of wait for him.
Oh, it's a 3. All right, his turn. Death from 100 fists. Mindless and unrelentless, it comes at you with all its might. You may endure 1, 2, 10 punches. 100 is madness. So it's going after the priority target in range. That is a nasty-ass attack, but luckily...
Is it Hack City?
You know, it actually might be, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll as many additional evasion dice as there are hits. Repeat until there are no hits.
Yeah.
Then each hit deals 1 danger.
Beautiful.
If your fate is 6 or higher, it's 2 danger instead. But after the attack is actually a... So there was a target... Oh, wait, hold on, actually. It was here. No... Let me check no target. In some cases, there may be no valid targets. In other words, no Titan matches any of the command lines. When this happens, the Primordial will react in a predictable manner. This is rarely good for the players. Yeah, so the target is the priority target in range. She's not in range. Closest Titan in front in range, no. And then closest Titan in sight. Which, actually, does that column say, what is it?
Trap. If you push the Primordial into this, remove the tile and roll D10.
Roll D10.
Obstacle obscuring destructible.
Oh, it is obscuring. Okay, so it actually can't hit anyone.
Okay.
Because the closest Titan is her, and it definitely goes through that
column. So it's going to hurt the
yeah,
boat,
so then it goes to the routine. Yeah, you simply resolve instead the AI card. For example, the routine of the Eschaton is called Idle Hands. The board Eschaton lobs rocks in the direction of the Argo, damaging it. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So the Argo will take a damage, lowering hull down to 3.
Fine, you don't want to come my way?
Right. Okay, well that backfired.
No, this is what happens. He, throws you into the Argo, and you damage the Argo, as we're like, oh shit!
That actually did backfire, though. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go here. Because we went even further out of range.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll just close the
But
noose.
still not bad, though, because we actually would be able to see that it was a 3. And that would have probably been way worse.
Yeah, that might have dropped somebody.
Alright, Rumble Strike. So this is a target zone. Target is zone 2. So target is basically 2 zones away. At attack, each hit deals a danger, knockdown. Then after final attack, it performs a signature. Does it mention target in here? I don't know if it does. But adjacency is that. Primordial movement. Targeted lines. Zone. All spaces in an area indicated on the AI card. Zone attacks targets based on the board instead of Titans, so they are handled a bit differently. We'll talk about those later. Do you? Because I'm not seeing it. Those are terrain tiles. Yeah, maybe that's in round 0. Yeah. It says we'll talk about them later. But, yeah, Zone 2 is 2 spaces away from him. So I guess since there's no valid target again... No, actually, hold on. I might have to look up Zone specifically. Zone attack, 41. Zone attack performed against all Titans in the designated zone. Each Titan performs a separate evasion roll. Okay. Yeah, so now after that, it basically does its DK ground pound, and then after the final attack, it will do its signature, which is SWAT. So closest Titan in front in range, and then closest Titan in sight. So, all right, you got the SWAT, 2 evasion dice, 9 or higher.
Hot stuff.
Nice.
There's 1. I won't argue. I guess I could do a fade, right?
Yeah. No, why not?
Okay.
The Triskelion always resets to 0 after a fight, anyway.
Right. Okay. Well,
Okay, so still 1 danger will be the hit.
Ouch!
And, dang, you were so close. You're getting knocked back 5, but it's going to be 3. So it'll destroy this. And then you get knocked down because of the crash. So your danger will go up by 1. Also, before you need to draw a minor trauma.
A minor trauma.
Yep, so maybe it might...
Gash!
Oh.
Gain danger! I took a lot of damage there. Okay. Shuffle this card back into the trauma deck. Then resolve the trauma draw again. So I'm at what? 4 danger now?
The one from the crash doesn't happen yet. So you should be at 3.
I should be at 3?
Well, you'll be at 4 after the crash, but...
Oh, okay. So I'll resolve it like it's a minor.
Yeah.
If I keep getting gash.
You just bleed out. It's like, oh man, she was kind of weak.
Insulted! You may immediately perform a bonus attack.
Oh, wow.
If you have the knockdown falling down condition card, immediately stand up instead.
Well, never mind. Before that...
So before all that transpires,
Yep.
I get this option.
Yep.
Okay, a bonus attack.
Kill it!
So I get a rage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that means I'm
Despite all my rage!
So I get a reroll on this attack, right? Because I'm at 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to
You
reroll
give me
on
some
your...
reds?
Well, you have to hit him first.
Okay, yes. So 2 dice. There's none in the pool, so I need... What do I need to...
6 or higher. 7 or higher, sorry.
Okay. And this doesn't target something specific?
No, you first have to see if you hit him first before drawing a...
Gotcha.
Okay, so you got 1 hit. You can spend a fate to reroll that too.
They're to be used. Not as...
Alright. So, his calcified maze plates is what you are hitting. So, you got 1 hit, so you'll get 1 power. Oh yeah, here's some...
Give me some power.
So you're getting...
So I got 1 hit.
Yep, and then from your Titan. So you got 2.
Okay.
You have to get a 5.
Is that is not possible.
There's no 3s on those?
No.
Gotcha. So that will be... I mean, yeah, just roll just for shits and... Alright, so you fail, so you gain danger equal to the primordial level. Which is 0.
0.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. So that gets discarded. Now you get knocked back and all that and crashed, and that gets destroyed.
Okay.
Let's talk about crash in here, because that most likely will come up a lot. Crash! Be careful, if the primordial moves through a space occupied by the Titan figure, the Titan suffers a crash, and if it ends its movement on top of a Titan, in addition to crash, it suffers unavoidable knockback. Basically, it's a collision. The subject of crash raises their danger value by 1, suffers knockdown. Though crash is generally a result of primordial movement, there are other game effects that can cause it. For example, the Titan colliding with an obstacle as a result of pushback or knockback. So you're knocked down. But that was his turn.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's zip on up there and get actioned.
He's finally coming in to get a hit.
All right. So, and how do I leave these tokens behind?
Those are at the second ability window.
Okay, so I'd have to hit and do damage to leave those.
No. The second ability window is always there. So it's just at the end of your turn, essentially.
Okay. So I could leave one of these tokens?
Yep.
I guess leave a break
Well, it's after you go.
after.
Yeah, so, unless
So
you don't...
that was just from her bonus attack. Would that have left anything?
Oh, yes, it
'Cause she's
would.
not gonna get
Yeah,
to
sorry,
go,
I thought... I got it mixed up. Yeah, so which one do you want to leave?
I guess a break.
Break token? Okay.
Yeah. All right. I will try to rip
Okay,
and
so
tear.
Only level 1, so you should... You should be able to... He finally gets there and whiffs.
Well, I guess I'll double fate. That's danger. Double fate. I call upon the divine. little better. That's one hit.
One hit. The left shield fist. So you have 2 reds. You need to get a 3.
You get 3.
No critical. No critical hits this fight.
Okay. So there's the break. There's 1, 2, and 3.
And the break makes it 3, so you wound it, but that is that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is dead. So, we did it! We did it! We did it! Hooray! Okay, when you deal the 6th wound, you slay the Primordial. It's important to note that you win as soon as you deal the killing blow. Any negative consequences of the BP card or any other effect that would trigger the round are ignored. However, you still get possible rewards like loot from critical wounds. Okay, as the dust falls, you remain standing. The Eschaton does not. This was a hard-earned victory, but a victory nonetheless. For now, the Argo is safe, and you can continue on its journey. And you need some answers. As your souls slowly leave the Titan's bodies, mine left a while ago, you notice peculiar blades sticking out from the Eschaton's side. You haven't noticed them before. Be it the reason the monster was weaker than expected? To whom do they belong? Waste not! Though the Primordials pose an existential threat to mortals, they are also a valuable source of resources. The shipbreakers take what they need to keep the Argo going. The rest is for you to harvest and remake into powerful gear. So each battle nets you resources based off the wounds you've dealt. So the upper right corner. Where are you? Cargo hold. So, basically a lot of these are going to give us, we have 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are multiplied by the level. So, for example, if we were fighting a level 2, we'd be getting 10.
Okay.
Ambrosia. But we got 5, and we got 1 calcified knucklebone. That's just so much better on the app. I know you don't get to see it, but I do. If you were lucky enough to critically wound a BP3 card, we can get cores, but you have to critically wound a level 3. Otherwise, it just becomes a double resource of something else.
Okay. Get cores, you said?
Yeah, like a Eschaton core.
Oh,
the
okay.
only way, or whatever we're fighting. You can get a specific core, but you only get those if you have a level 3 body part in the wound stack. If you only wound a level 3, not critically, you put in a generic, double.
Okay.
But each wound in level 3 counts as 2 wounds.
Okay.
Against the Primordial, which is
Nice.
cool. Okay, so we have, sometimes a battle will award you with something other than resources. An adventure, a Nemos node, technology, gear, it could be anything. This battle awards you with some much-needed equipment, a pair of knives called Siren Teeth. Whenever the game instructs you to gain something, you either just take it and store it, or note it on the corresponding teeth. So Siren Teeth is a weapon card, so we just take it.
Just take it.
And now I just have to, spend 40 years looking for it. I might actually alphabetize these just to make it that much easier, but... Didn't we? I feel like last time we got that really high level shield.
Yeah, we had managed to critically wound one of those spots.
That's right.
It wasn't that great of a shield.
Yeah, it was very cumbersome.
It was.
Siren Teeth. So boom. Whoop. Yeah, Siren Teeth. Broken shells make sharp teeth. So let's roll 3 dice.
Nice.
And it has opening 1 and reposition 2. I think opening 1, I'd have to double check, gives you an opening token in the first ability window, so it helps your own attack.
Okay.
Suffering casualties. Battles, especially lost ones, can be grim affairs. During the casualty step, you note any Titan losses on the Argo sheet. Yep. We have 1 less Titan. Which I will put somewhere on here. That is that. Argo, Titans. Yeah, so... Yeah. All your Titans Dreamwalkers, so just write that down along with their number anywhere. Do not worry about the Titan limit for now. Okay. So we just have one less. Delete Titan. Yes. Here, it's saying Dreamwalker times 3, so I'll just remove all these until we have 3 in there. There we go. We have discard any conditions, condition tokens, and others. The Opal card we would have added to that would have been removed just now. The Moirai, the Sisters of Fate, are fickle and like to toy with the lives of mortals. Primordial battles are the pinnacle of this cruel spectacle. There's a silver lining, though. Once a battle concludes, the tides of fate will recede, allowing you to breathe more easily. So, we reset all our Triskelion back to 0. If we use the Argo fate for anything, which is a way we can lose, that gets reduced by 2.
And I guess that lets us also, we can reroll Argo rolls with Argo Fate?
Yes. There is a specific thing you use Argo Fate for, but it's generally something you don't want to do. Oh, it actually says it right here. At this point, you have no Argo Fate value on your Argo sheet. You have nothing to lower, so just write a 0 there instead. And normally at this point, you'd shuffle the Exploration deck, however, you don't have it yet, so we continue to campaign round 0. But Titans and their classes. Dreamwalker Titans are a resource you'll gain and lose often. Mostly, you'll lose them during battles, but other effects might also force you to lose Titans. Other Titan classes, collectively called Argo Bred, will become available as your Odyssey progresses. Remember, if you have fewer than 4 Titans when you need to do battle, you engage with as many as you can, but if you ever don't have any Titans, you lose the campaign. Fate is the measure of your individual defiance of the Moirai verdicts. It goes from 0 to 9. The higher it is, the more times you altered your destiny. The Moirai don't like that, and will try to correct this mistake. In other words, high fate is bad for you. Argo Fate is an application of the fate mechanic to the whole Argo city ship. In other words, it's the collective fate of the vessel and all people on board. Argo Fate also goes from 0 to 9, and high Argo Fate is bad for you. In fact, going over 9 means immediate campaign loss. Alright. So, yeah, we'll finish out round 0, and then that will be the end for this video. To make things easier, we've divided the next few pages of the Learn to Play into game rounds. Each round represents a single day on the Argo. Each day will summarize what you should do to move the game along. So, an Odyssey resumed. You emerge. You emerge from the pools of the Balanion, deeply exhausted and confused, weirdly aroused. The old man is ready for you. He has a gimp mask on. Ready. What was that thing? How did you know how to control the Titans? There are not enough answers in this world to satiate this thirst, says the old priest, but I will tell you what I know, and you can do with it what you please. We call this ship the Argo, though we do not know its true name. It lay moored off to the west coast of Kefalonia for many years, like a beached whale. Refugees and outcasts flocked to it, looking for shelter with the harsh reality of post-Eschaton Hellas. Adventurers and pirates were drawn to it by the promise of hidden treasures. Deserters and fugitives hid on it. As he speaks, he has a meaningful look on his face. We explored it. We charted it. We learned some of its many secrets. We thought we were mastering it, but in truth, it was the ship that was training us. Unknowingly, we became its crew. Your crew. Ours? One of you asked, confounded. You are not like us. You did not walk on board the Argo, my friends. You were found here, in a sleepless sleep, he explains. And when doom loomed, you awakened, and so did the Argo. Eschaton's attack. No, the old priest interrupts you. No! Shut up! Let me finish my story. He does not want any confusion on the matter. A much more terrible foe awaits thee. It pursued us on moth's wings across the great sea, like the messenger Hermes himself. For now we've evaded it, but at a most terrible cost. You are not the first Argonauts to awaken from the sleep, nor the first to don the bodies of Titans. Your predecessors were not as fortunate as you. Do not sadden, O Argonauts. Their sacrifice made today's victory possible. We understand the Balanion a lot better now. We understand the Triskelion that allows you to junction with the Titans. In time, we will master it. You call us Argonauts. Yet we remember nothing, you say with great trepidation. I know that I know nothing, said a great mortal voice. Make that your creed, and you will not be disappointed, chuckles the wizened man. Maybe the ship... The way you're laughing makes me not trust you in the slightest. There are more pressing matters at hand. He gestures to the colossal, poorly lit chamber you've just entered. You've been so engrossed in the conversation you didn't even notice you've arrived at your destination. Another man is there, dark of skin, with a bushy beard and a hard steel look in his eyes. The chief smith of the Alapile engine room, Alcibiades. God, these fucking Greek names, man. Or it could be Alcibiades. I'm gonna go with Alcibiades. The ship's been steering itself this whole time, he says. We think it's looking for sustenance. Trireme need wind for the toil of mortal muscles. This ship longs for a different fuel, a black fluid, the same that coursed through the veins of that monstrosity you've slain. Ambrosia! If our understanding of these apparatus is correct, we're running on empty. The Eschaton gave us a few days of voyage, a week tops, but that is that. There is supposed to be an island to the east, interjects the old priest, a ravenous sea empire made toothless by a youth and a ball of yarn. Even toothless wolves bite, says one of you absent-mindedly, thinking you're smart. It's that or Poseidon's watery grave. Take your pick. That's hardly a choice, is it? With this, you've started your Odyssey! Yay! Woo! Outside of battle, most of the gameplay takes place on the voyage map. It's the beginning of day 0, and your goal is simple. Reach shore before your engines run cold. Take out the tutorial map tiles from the game box. These are the large square cards marked 0 to 6. Don't look at them until instructed to. Place starting tile 0.
Bum, bum, bum.
Boom!
0.
There we are on Titan 0. On 0, then place the Argo miniature on top of it. Boom.
Big ship.
Let's reveal it. Yeah, so let's consider this as moving the Argo. After moving the Argo, you always tick the next day on the timeline. So mark the day box. So boom, that is now checked. You already have your Argo sheet out. Now's the time to populate it. The Argo sheltered survivors, refugees, and exiles from the ravages of the Eschaton. These people become its crew. So we have 5 crew, which is on here. The shitty ship itself has seen better days, though most of the damage is internal, hidden from prying eyes, so mark that we have 4 hull. Okay! And we also have 0 Argo Fate, 0 Argo Knowledge, 0 Strangers, and our Argo ability limit is 2. Now add the Fearful Recollection event onto the timeline 3 days from now.
I fearfully recollect this.
So that will be on 3 days from now. So that would be 3.
3 days.
Fearful Recollection. Oh, I just realized I don't want to live anymore. Okay. Fearful Recollection. Funny how the number 31 timeline came in handy. Okay. Yeah, that is funny. Take the Bridge Tholos Oversized Technology card, which I got right here. Bridge Tholos. Surprisingly, it was actually kind of easy to reset the campaign.
Oh, cool.
Because I guess we also didn't make it all that far.
Right.
So, from here... yeah, this is the beginning of your technology deck, though we'll talk about technologies a little later. The Bridge Tholos only has reference abilities. This means that it has no inherent effect. Instead, it introduces important rules and serves as a reminder. From now, disregard the adventure and gather resources. We'll get back to them later. Okay. Not much is known about the Eschaton except that it brought the fall of Olympus and the coming of the Primordials. Yeah, the Eschaton is the event that they named for when the Primordials showed up from some other world, completely killed the gods. And that's pretty much all we know. From here, the Argonauts shape their fate and steer the mighty Argo towards its unknown destination. So yeah, it just talks about sailing and exploring. At the start of each day, you move to an adjacent tile using one of the available waterways. If needed, place the tile, then move the Argo and proceed to the timeline step. So that's just kind of...
Obviously.
Yeah, go for it. The timeline is the heart of your campaign. That's why it takes a whole page of the Argo sheet. Here you'll mark the passage of time, measured in days. Time passes as the Argo moves around the map. It's simple. 1 Argo moves equals 1 day equals 1 campaign round. As time passes, things will happen on their own accord. The timeline starts with several printed events, but there is a timeline battle symbol, which is a cross swords. It tells you when you are going to face a primordial monster again, giving you time to prepare. We do not battle again until the actual first day of the official campaign. So, hull and crew. Hull and crew are hit point resources. In other words, they behave like resources. If either fall to 0, the campaign is over. And you just get your first technology. The Bridge Solos is the core technology, meaning you get it at the start of the game, and that it doesn't have any prerequisites. Whenever you gain or research a new technology, flip it from its project side to its technology side and add it to your technology deck, which we actually do have a separate thing to hold our projects, which is hot. That's it for day 0. Proceed to round 1 when you're ready to start exploring Crete. All right, everyone, that was the beginning of Aeon Trespass Odyssey yet again. I am hoping you're enjoying it, and yeah, we'll continue out through the tutorial. And how long do you think this will take us? Madara took us, what, 2 years?
Close to.
Yeah.
How many?
There's 3 cycles.
3 cycles. Is this 1 cycle?
The Truth of the Labyrinth is 1 cycle.
Okay.
I have the other 2 cycles, and then all the $900 I spent on all the other stuff adds I think from this box alone, there's supposed to be 5 cycles.
So there's 5 cycles in this one.
Yes. The 4 and 5 cycles are not out yet.
Okay, so there's 3 cycles that we currently have access to.
Yes.
Okay, and they're all 1 campaign?
That is, I think they do connect overall. But
so what, like each cycle is a campaign?
Pretty much, but they do connect.
But
like you do carry stuff over from cycle to cycle.
Interesting.
But legacy style, but obviously you don't tear or permanently destroy anything, but stuff does carry over.
Okay. So like how long is a cycle, or like
I have no idea.
There's like a sheet, right? That
Oh yeah, like a timeline.
Yeah.
Like how many overall days? 80?
80 days.
Yep. And if we ever actually you don't go through 80. You actually, that's how long you have to defeat like the cycle big boss. If you ever do make it all the way through 80, you ran out of time and you actually lose.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's 5 overall cycles on top of I actually have a in-between cycle as a print and play, and then they have like with their latest Kickstarter they did that added like I think 4 overall individual boxes of August of summer, spring, winter, and fall.
Damn.
I'm thinking it'll be over. I think this might take longer than Madara.
Well, I mean, if we're doing all the cycles, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But
yeah. The first cycle, no. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That was, I guess, round 0. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the series. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.